Welcome back, guys, to a brand new video. As you could tell behind me, I got the jumbo back. So yesterday they called me letting me know that the jumbo was ready, everything. So it took about like a week and a half. I dropped it off, told them what was the issue. Like 2 days later they called me up, told me what was wrong with it and stuff like that. And then after that they ordered the parts. Once the parts got there, I'm pretty sure they fixed it up that quick. And so it didn't even take 2 weeks. It was like a week and a half. It was pretty quick. So the issue that was the issue with the boat is that the carburetors were really gunked up. And so like I had the boat sitting for like probably more than 6 months, and so like all the gas, the fuel in there, it gunked up the carburetors, stuff like that. So he rebuilt the carburetors, he changed the fuel pump, the fuel filter, he also changed the spark plugs, and so now it's running perfectly fine and everything. So I was gonna test it out yesterday at the lake, but I ain't have time, so probably today and later in today's video I'm probably gonna go out in the lake and test it out. So yeah, it's back, ready to go. So yeah, I just got this bad boy back, it's ready to go. Battery is charged. I got the tank right there. I'm probably gonna take it out in the lake. Right now, probably in this video, I'm gonna cut out the hatch for it, sand it down. It's already sanded down. I just gotta cut the hatch out, sand that down, sand the rest of the flooring down, paint it and stuff like that. And so like probably I'm just gonna test it out with this. I'm not gonna screw in the deck. I'm just gonna have this on there, and just to test it out. And so yeah, the motor runs perfectly fine now. And so yeah. So as you could tell, I have a 05 Nissan 4-stroke 25 horsepower outboard motor, and so it comes with 3 spark plugs. He changed all those. He changed the fuel pump that's right here, and also the fuel filter right here. Changed that out, and he also here's the carburetor. So I think it's a 3-kit carburetor. So he changed them out. They were really gunked up and stuff like that. All the plastic, the gaskets, the seals and everything. Changed that out. So that was pretty much it. And so later on I'm probably gonna do like a full maintenance on it later on. So for now it's running perfectly fine. He did tell me that the water pump it still runs good, but later on maybe it needs a new one. So it's a 05 Nissan outboard, so I haven't done any maintenance on it, but it looks pretty decent as for a 05. And so yeah, it's pretty good. Alright guys, I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna show ya it works. I'm gonna turn it on, so hopefully it's able. So I have it connected to the water hose. Haven't fully taken it out to the lake, but it has water hose right there. And so I'm gonna turn on the water hose for y'all. And so yeah, now the water hose is on. I'm gonna turn it on, see how it goes. Yeah, as you could tell, hopefully you could hear me, but as you could tell, it's running fine, perfectly fine. It's pretty decent. It started up right away, as you could tell. So I'm pretty sure you can't hear me with the motor on, and so like hopefully I'll be able to hear this audio. So yeah, it's perfectly running. So yeah. So yeah, as you could tell, it's running good. First I started up real quick and then it started running, and so I'm glad that it's finally working. So I'm pretty sure after the boat is done getting built, I'm gonna take it out probably every weekend, go out fishing, show y'all guys, record myself fishing, you know, do videos on fishing and stuff like that. So hopefully, you know, y'all enjoy the content later on in the future. So, you know, subscribe to the channel, you know, keep liking them videos, and leave any comments if you have any questions. So yeah, basic much in today's video. Like I said, I'm probably just gonna cut out the hatch, sand it down, show you what kind of paint I'm using to waterproof it, you know, get it ready for carpet and stuff like that, and stuff, what kind of carpet I'm using and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy this video. Let's get it started. So yeah guys, I have right here the plywood. I'm gonna do a hatch right here. There's the frames under it, so what I'm gonna do is probably gonna go underline where the edge of the frame, and then probably do like a half a inch between the frames so that the hatch can close on there. So I'm gonna do that, and also sand this down, have it prepped up, paint it, hopefully it dries up today, have it ready for carpet. And then I'm also gonna change these right here on the trailer. So before I took it to the shop, I did it real quick. I ain't really prep it, I ain't really waterproof this, and so like I'm probably just gonna take this off, sand it down, waterproof it so it won't rot and stuff like that. I'm trying to get probably marine wood and stuff like that so it will last longer and stuff like that. Like this, it's all marine wood right here, this, and it's lasting me, it's durable and it's lasting for a while. It's still not rotten yet, but the thing is I want to change this out too, you know, later on, but not in today's video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, let's get it started. Alright guys, so as you can tell, I put the wood on top, outlined it against this frame right here, and then I measured 3/4 away from the frame to see how long I should cut the wood so it has supports with this frame. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. So as you could tell, this is what I marked at first when I put the wood on top, and then I measured 3/4 out so it could be supported with the frame. And so this is the part we're cutting out, the outside line. Alright guys, so we just cutted the hatch for it. So like what I was trying to explain, as you could tell, I'm pretty sure you can see it clearly now. So like I measured the outline from this when I put it on top, and then I measured 3/4 from this edge all the way down here, and so the wood, the hatch right there, could be supported with these frames right here. And so it looks pretty good, as you could tell. It looks decent right there. And then once we put the hatch in, I believe it's this way, yeah. Once we put the hatch in, there you go. So you could tell, like, we're gonna have some hinges right here, so it's gonna lift up right like that. And so yeah, it's going good. So that's the only hatch I'm gonna have for now. So that's gonna be for the battery for the trolling motor. I'm gonna have a battery right there, and then I was gonna do little small hatches here, but I mean I'm gonna have this open so I could just store stuff under there, like all the life vests and stuff like that. So anything that we don't really use, and have stuff that we really use right here by the front, and anything that we don't really use all the way in the front. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So now it's time to sand it down, show you what paint I'm gonna use to waterproof it. So I'm gonna use 120 grit to sand it down. It's gonna be very fine. Sand it down, sand the edges up and stuff like that, and then sand it down, and then I'm gonna paint it. Hopefully it dries up quick. Then I'm gonna add the carpet, and then from right here I'm also gonna add the little small angle aluminum, have support beams going this way, another support beam going this way, so it could be supported with the weight. Maybe add another one in the middle, so right here, and then right here, maybe add some, and that's pretty much it. Alright guys, I just got done sanding the wood. Here's the deck part. I already sanded this part right here. This is all smoothed down. The hatch is sanded. The floor is sanded. So I was using 120, but then I was like, let me just get the 80 grit, the one I was using to remove the paint, and it sanded it pretty smooth, had the edges already sanded down, so it wasn't that bad. And then the paint I'm gonna use is this. So this is what I heard that would waterproof your boat. It's like a high performance productive enamel, oil based, and so it's white, it's gloss white, and so I'm gonna do a couple of coats of that. It's gonna supposedly waterproof it. I did it on my last John boat, on the last deck I had, and I never covered the boat, and the wood lasted about like probably 3 to 4 years, and I wasn't even gonna cover it. I didn't even cover it or nothing with the tarp or nothing. So now I'm probably gonna cover it with the tarp. I'm gonna use this paint again. Hopefully it'll last longer. This time I'm gonna cover it with the tarp. And so this is the paint I'm using. This is the paint I'm using to waterproof it. So if y'all trying to waterproof wood, go the cheap way. This is just regular plywood. I ain't get the marine plywood because I heard it's pretty expensive. And then people use I know people use what's called some other type of paint that will be glossy, epoxy. People use epoxy too to waterproof it, but this is what I'm using, and I used it before, so hopefully it's gonna last longer. This time I'm gonna cover the boat. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's hopefully I'm gonna start painting it. I'm gonna go paint it in the sun so it could dry quicker. Hopefully it dries quicker. We put the carpet, put it on the boat, and so yeah, let's get started. Alright guys, a little quick update. We just finished painting the deck and the floor for the John boat, and so like I'm using this oil-based enamel paint like I told you, and it's going good so far. I did a first coat on the first side of the floor and the deck, and so it's drying up a little bit. I'm probably gonna do like 3 coats, and this one's already dried up a little bit, so as you touch it, it's already dried. That one needs a little bit more time, and this is the last one I painted, and so I did that and that already, so I'm gonna let it dry up, do a second coat, and then we'll let it dry up and do a final coat, and so it could be ready. And then I'm gonna flip them, do the same thing on the other side, and so it's going along. It's pretty hot in Florida, and so like all this white paint, it brightens up my eyes and stuff like that, and so like pretty hot. So you know, we're still getting the job done. You know, it's another day, wonderful day. So we got this. Hopefully we're able to finish this project by the end of the day. I'm pretty sure we can, and so let's continue. Alright guys, quick little update. So I just finished putting the 3rd coat on. It's touched to dry right now, but I'm gonna let them completely get dried. So hopefully they get dried in a few hours or so, but if not, I'll probably continue painting them tomorrow. It's gonna be seconds for you. So yeah, so as you could tell, the floor completely is the 3rd coat. It's a little wet still. Same thing with that one, same thing with the deck. They're almost dried, and so I'm gonna let them get fully dried up, and so I could continue on the other side. If I don't have time today, I'll probably continue tomorrow. So yeah, that's a little quick update. Alright guys, while we're waiting for the paint to dry up, we're just gonna finish off the framing of the boat right here. So I have angle aluminum right here, and then I have a little small piece of angle aluminum right here as well. We're just gonna finish up the framing for the bottom, so once the paint's done, we could just do the carpet and just put the floor in, and that's pretty much it. So as you could tell, I'm gonna put the small angle aluminum right here, and then the other angle aluminums is gonna have 1, 2, and 3, so they could be supports, like, you know, so it could support the flooring and stuff like that. And then also because we had to cut a separate piece of plywood right here, so there should be a support in between where it stops at and stuff like that, so it won't move in or stuff like that, and so it should be good. So that's what I'm gonna do. I got I believe it's a 1/16 drill bit, 1/16 rivets. I'm gonna make some holes right there, same thing right here, drill them in, and I'm gonna cut them with the grinder, cut them up, and yeah, you know, so let's get started. Alright guys, quick update. So now I finished cutting the angle aluminum. I measured them, cut it in, and I just finished one side. I already put some rivets on one side, and so it looks pretty good. As you could tell, I already did that side right there, so that's going to be like a support, so like the wood won't like bend in between. Same thing right here. I'm gonna add another support right here. That's where we cut the plywood, the sheet of plywood. It wasn't long enough, it wasn't wide enough, and so we had to cut it up, use a different sheet of plywood, and so it's going to be a separate sheet of plywood right here and another sheet of plywood right there. And so I just added this as a support beam as well as there, and so I already added rivets to it. I'm gonna finish this one, and then that's pretty much it for the flooring. So once I'm done with this, the floor is ready to be installed once I finish doing the carpet and once the paint dries. So the paint's slowly drying, so maybe tomorrow I'm probably gonna finish painting on the other side. And so yeah, as of right now, I just finished doing the framing for the floor, and so we're good. Not bad, not bad. I'm gonna finish framing this up, and then once I'm done, I'll let you know how it goes. Alright guys, I just finished doing the other side. It looks good. So now the support's gonna be supported by this, the wood, the flooring will be supported by this and that over there. And so now it's not gonna feel weird. It's gonna have supports. It's not the best supports, but I mean it's something. It's better than having nothing. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, and so I'm probably gonna continue this video tomorrow. I'm probably gonna finish the painting the flooring, painting the other side of the flooring, and probably the next video is probably installing the deck and the floor on the boat. And so that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna continue the video tomorrow. For y'all it's gonna be seconds, but for me it's gonna be in 5 hours. So yeah, so I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, this is the next day. So as you could tell, I wasn't able to finish painting the deck and the front and the flooring. So I'm doing the other side. This side I'm only gonna do 2 coats. As you could tell, the other side I did 3 because that's the one facing up the boat. It's not facing to the bottom. So this one is going to be facing the bottom, so I'm only doing 2 coats, and also most likely going to have the boat covered at all times. So yeah, if you're deciding to do this, just know it's going to be a long process. You just got to wait until the paint dries and stuff like that. And so I'm only going to do 2 coats. Hopefully it's a quick process. It's not going to be like the other side. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As you could tell, I'm gonna do the bottom. This is gonna be facing down the boat, so it's not gonna be the top surface. So I'm probably gonna just do 2 layers, and same thing goes for the rest. And so what I did wrong on the first side is that I did a first coat, but I ain't fully let it dry up. And so so once I did the first coat, it was kind of dry. I added another coat, and then same goes, and I added a 3rd coat. So for that, it took a longer process for it to dry because the first coat and the second coat wasn't fully dried up. And so what I'm going to do today is that I'm going to do the first coat, but let it sit for like an hour or so, wait until it's fully dry, then add a 2nd coat, and then that's it. I'm not going to add a 3rd coat because it's a long process. Anyways, it's going to be facing down, so I only care about the top. And then also the boat's going to be covered. Alright guys, I just got done doing the first coat. So as you can tell, did the first coat on that, first coat on that. So I'm gonna let these dry longer before I add the 2nd coat, so it won't take as long while drying. So I'm gonna let this dry out 100% and then add the 2nd coat. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And also this time I was using the brushes that you roll. It's a roller brush instead of the regular brushes, and it was way quicker than the regular brushes. So next time probably gonna use one of those rollers. So if you decide to do this, I recommend getting one of those rollers. It'll be quicker. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a process, but yeah, I'll keep you updated. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. So I just finished painting them. They're all dried up. So this time I waited for the first layer to dry up, then I added a 2nd layer, and so it dried up pretty quick the way I did it before. So it's pretty dried up now. So hopefully, as you can tell, it's right there and right there. Hopefully next video I'm gonna show you what carpet I'm using and how I'm doing it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thanks again to the people that subscribe to the channel. We're at 91 subscribers now. We're 102 subscribers, so thank y'all to y'all. And you know, that's pretty much it for today's video. And you know, if you enjoy the video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more fishing content, as well more boat content on the John boat. So yeah, subscribe. Peace.